everybody? It's your girl, Miss Trina, with Chat with Trina. And I want to thank you guys for making the choice to click in tonight. As always, I want you to know that I never take your support for granted. I thank you, thank you, and thank you. And tonight I'm super excited because I am he doesn't know this, but I've been trying to get in touch with him before we actually got in touch with him. I tried hard. Finally, I had to say, you know what? I'm gonna just have to go find Mr. Eddie myself. And that's what I did. I harassed him. So, but no, he's been so kind, and he's just a busy man. He finally, we finally found a date that we can catch up, right, Mr. Eddie?
Yes, we did.
So I'm so excited. Thank you for taking the time out of what I know is such a busy schedule to join me tonight. Are you excited about the H-Town event?
We're very excited about everything that we're doing right now, and this is getting right down to the countdown of the Houston Black Music Award, which will be June the 23rd. And so at this time, everything is crucial. Who's performing, the people getting the VIP green room together, and really all the initial nominees that will be coming in, and the phones are constantly ringing. Where am I? Where do I have a seat? And all that. My guest is coming, and who's performing. I have a great team that I work with,
Awesome.
and also the president, which is her name is Christine Johnson. We call her CJ. So.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we're meeting this Saturday, my team meeting this Saturday to finalize everything that's happening.
Okay. Okay. When did this start? I know this started in California. Am I right? California or Vegas?
Right here in LA. No, it started.
Right.
No, it started in Sacramento, and
Okay.
I was just talking about with the founder and the CEO. His name is Rick Warren. He's the
Okay.
founder of the BMA, and I'm the co-founder. And it actually started in Sacramento. And hold on, let me get my phone on silent.
You're fine.
1
Put my phone on silent too, cause
second. People must be seeing me on screen already. Uh, and then my office phone is ringing.
oh,
So,
okay. It's okay.
so anyway, what happened was that it was called the Sound of Soul, and it started in Sacramento, California.
Okay.
And it was kind of like we wanted to have an award show for a lot of the entertainers that's in the city,
Mm-hmm.
such as the best R&B singers and the best gospel, the best jazz performer, and it was kind of the alternate other than all the big award shows,
Mm-hmm.
BET, the Source Awards at the time,
Yeah.
and the other awards, Grammys. But we wanted them to have that same feeling.
Feeling.
Red carpet, the best, because a lot of these entertainers, especially local entertainers, they are so incredibly good, and
Yes.
they don't rise to that status that they have to feel when it comes to walking down the red carpet.
Exactly.
Photographers everywhere and microphones
Mm-hmm.
asking questions, and being honored as the talent that they have.
That they have. Yeah.
So we started with the Sounds of Soul Award, and I think we had people like Lenny Williams and Howard Hewitt,
Oh wow.
some of the guests that was there,
Mm-hmm.
and a few artists that we even nominated at the time, especially in our honoree award, that had perished and went on to higher grounds in the world. So I remember one
Mm-hmm.
time he was honoring one of the Temptations, and he passed away. And just a week before the show, we got a big promotion that he's going to be there. Uh,
Oh no.
I think it was Ali Wilson, was he one of them at the time? And it was so many years he's been doing this, but the award show has been going on for over 20. I added it up last night. I was talking with Rick today and telling me that I was going to be on air. I said,
Uh-huh.
we've been doing this, and this has been going on for almost 24 years at least.
Wow.
See, the thing is, in Houston, this only been 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have chapters. So we started in Sacramento,
Okay.
and then Rick said, the turnout was so fantastic the first time we did this. And we wind up being the next year, but then we moved to the Bay Area. Now, Sacramento, then we have the San Francisco and Oakland Bay Area in the same area.
Yeah.
And so we wind up moving down there, and that's when we had Too Short and a marching band that came and opened up the award show. And the sister that used to play on Steve Harvey's show, I forgot her name, but Steve was Cedric's Entertainment became his wife, Lavina. I can't even think of her real name right now.
I know who you're talking about. I can't
She was
call
a
it her
whole
name
yeah.
either.
So we just had a star quality at our war show, and the theater was right on. I believe it's right on the lake, and it was so beautiful, and the theater just
Oh,
filled up. And then one day Rick called me. Now he knows I'm from Los Angeles, but I lived in Sacramento, by the way.
uh-huh.
LA. Like right now, I'm in Houston, but my home is in Los Angeles. As a matter of fact, I just
Oh,
visited.
but you are in Houston right now?
I'm right here in my apartment, looking out the window. But I am here. But I go to LA. It's my hometown. That's where my family
Okay.
lives. And so he said,
Okay.
Eddie, I'm going to go to Los Angeles. And I says, well, okay. But he didn't know anyone in LA. And he says, okay, well, let's try LA. LA wound up being a gold mine for us. At the time, we
Mm.
did our first award show at the Wilshire Ebell Theater. And I think our first nominee, one of the biggest one was my best friend, Stevie Wonder. And
Oh, yeah.
we built everybody
I saw the
around him.
picture.
Yeah, how we had Stevie Wonder, Howard Hewitt, Little Anthony and the Imperials, who gave them awards. And just the response of the people in the community was like, who are these guys and where are they coming from? What's going on? And the day of the show, we had the catering event, and the red carpet is our favorite and foremost of BMA. So these people coming in on their limos, and that's when they had the long stretch. Everybody's in SUVs now, so
Yeah.
that's a big limo. Imagine the feeling of a lot of these R&B singers that's been singing in the clubs, the
Mm.
gospel choirs that's been singing all in the churches, and some of the jazz performers.
Yeah.
Um, and in LA, we had not Zydeco,
Yeah.
there was reggae. That's what we had reggae,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and the response of these people coming to get their awards, it was fantastic. And so then Rick was wanting to go over into Las Vegas, and so we had Sacramento, the Bay Area, Los Angeles, and then we moved into Vegas. But Vegas was another award thing because all the entertainers are in Vegas already.
Uh-huh.
All the entertainment, most of them play in hotels or casinos, and they're everywhere. And so we had made that a 3-day event. So
Ooh, I bet that was a lot.
oh, it was beautiful. I mean, Friday night was a meet and greet with all the entertainers at the hotel. We had the hotels like the Mirage Hotel, and we was kind of going over this today. It was just having going down memory lane, and we went down and started meeting people from having a special event on Saturday mornings where you can come in and learn about internet at the time. That's how long we've been doing this. People wasn't even
Mm. Oh,
it wasn't even on internet how to sell music on internet and what would be the future of music business. And then that evening we had the hip hop award was on Saturday night, and that was Mac 10 and oh my
yeah.
God, I can't remember half of the performance.
Right.
So we
Right.
did Favor Flay, and I can go on.
Oh, you had Flavor Flav.
Yeah, Favor Flay, George Clinton, P Funk, and the list went on and on, especially in LA. So this is how it's been a complete status for the entertainment that will come to our award show. But our award show has been more than that, and the response that we now have chapters. So the first chapter was SAC, Bay Area, Los Angeles, and then we had the Las Vegas award show. And so we wanted to kind of branch out. And next thing I know, I get a call from my business partner, Rick Warren, and he says, "Man, let's go to Chicago." Chicago, and remember, there wasn't no internet at the time really amassed like it is because everybody's doing Zoom like we are right now.
Right.
And so we went to Chicago and we was going to get Jerry Butler and what was it? Jerry Butler, Morris Staples. Those are people who used to live in Chicago in the hometown. But Chicago, actually, they don't care about those type of people. They're known for their
Dancing.
gospel and blues.
Oh.
So Chicago is gospel and blues. So we went to the community, went to the churches that week, and went around to the head at the Harold Washington Theater, which is
Mm-hmm.
right across the street from their chicken and waffle, which they used to like. We had Roscoe Chicken and Waffle. They got Chicago Chicken and Waffle, which is right across down the street from each other. But we had that first award show in Chicago in our chapter that started in Chicago, which was really nice. As a matter of fact, we had it on Martin Luther King holiday. So we celebrate Martin Luther King holiday and the gospel
Oh,
praise show. So we've been in
like
this
that with
big.
Chicago. To be honest with you, the genre that they're favor.
Oh yeah, it's blues. You ever go downtown in Chicago? They're like on Ohio Street and all those dang streets are down there. Those are blues clubs down there, and they are fantastic. I mean, I was in awe. Like if you go to uh, uh, down on Bill Street
Uh
and
huh.
like that, the clubs are built like that, blues and jazz and like that. But here you have in Houston, Texas, and I first came here, I found out all the musicians were living here. You had people like that passed away, Joe Sample, who's on the keyboard,
Mm-hmm.
and his drummer stayed here, and I forgot his drummer's name. It's in my head right now. Then you had Yolanda Adams, and you had all these people, Kathy Taylor. You have
Wow.
uh, uh, my other gospel singer, not Kathy, but well, I can't even think of her name right now, but so many jazz and blues artists are here in Houston, Texas. So I
Yeah.
called Rick and I said, Rick, we should open up one in Houston, Texas. This was 10 years ago. And actually, we started preparing to do that. And me, being such a person I am, want to get to know people. I didn't know nobody in Houston, but I
Uh-huh.
knew those artists. You know, I met them in Los Angeles or through other organizations that came to LA. And I said, and I told somebody that was in, he was a photographer, and he says, man, I got all of these people, I know everybody. And
Mhm.
I said, okay, yeah, well, maybe you can help me get this going. So we were looking for a venue, and some reason why he called and says, how much you going to pay me to come in and look at your award show? I ain't paying no photographer. I'm a photographer, so therefore, you know, and that's if you're out there, guys, that are, if you're in the, you have your own media circuit and everything like that, you have
Yeah.
to be a part of the BMA. You know, you get a request, you have a VIP request to be, for your business or not your business, but for your company that you do photography for, or if you're a radio station, or if you're any other station like this beautiful lady here, Trina. She called and we talked, and I'm giving her an interview. So that's working for us, and also she's welcome to be on our award. She'll be on the red carpet if she wished to be there. So anyway, next thing I know, you guys had an award show here already, and it was called the Houston Press. I think those are newspaper that's coming.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm on the train going to work, and I open up this paper and I'm looking at this Houston award show. Now, I remember seeing it before because they had all these different cowboy names and everything. All of a sudden, I see the exact same names that I told this guy about, Yolanda Adams, Joe Sample.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God. I'm always calling Rick because that's my business partner.
Uh-huh.
You won't believe this. They are having an award show with all these artists that we want to look like. We want to try to reach out and serve and to have them to be honored at our Black Music Award. And ever since then, we kind of went sour with Houston, but we didn't. But while at the same time, I started working with a radio station, KCOH Radio.
Yes. The
That's
legendary KCOH.
that's my people over there. Rick Paris E, which we honor, Don Sam.
John Sam, yes.
And so then I started getting around in the industry here, and we used to meet Miss Donna Franklin. We're giving her an award. Some of the other professional MCs in Magic 102.1,
Yes.
and then we even Watch Allen and all of these beautiful people
I
that's been
saw
over
Wash Allen. He used to have an event back in the day called Happy Feet.
there.
I used to go to that every. He used to have a big annual dance. I don't know if it was dance, but it was called Happy Feet. It was the coolest thing that he would have every single year.
Wow.
It was
I
very.
remember
Everybody went to it.
I'm going to be on this show pretty soon to talk with
I
him.
have to watch.
So,
I was
but
excited to see. I just met Sharika recently. I'd always seen her, but I met her at a. We went to an event, a community event, and I met her face to face that day. So I was happy to see she's your red carpet hostess.
yes, she is. Along with beautiful, her name is. She's one of our founders of the Red Carpet, and she's been with us for a while. And she's doing the Red Carpet, she's doing so much with us, Miss Allen. And so we're looking forward to her being a part of on our Red Carpet. So,
Awesome.
so anyway, we now have Houston, Texas, and not only that, we're just an award show. Let me tell you about us.
Okay.
We not only do an award show, but we have organizations and things that we do for the community.
Hmm.
And so we have our tools of trades for some of the things that we do. That's giving back to the community versus socializing and giving. Like we did instruments in Los Angeles, we gave away for the Challenges Boys Club and all type of we donated clothes, instruments and things to those. In Houston, we started last year just doing like the meal programs, and we're still trying to look for sponsors to something much larger that we're doing. But it's growing, and I mean, like the phone is constantly ringing, and people are asking to be a part of commercial banks and some of the other places that are trying to join and partner with us right now. Um, so we're really excited about our honoree list that's happening soon, and we have the guests that are appearing, and the nominees are phenomenal. And the categories we have from best gospel, best blues, best
Hmm.
zydeco, best southern soul. Now that's a
Yeah.
new requirement because we didn't have that in LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to a southern soul concert, and I'm like, my God, I'm always calling back in LA because you don't have that. And I'll be like, have you ever been to a zydeco fest? I said, man, this is an unreal, unbelievable because I never been to it. I didn't even know what Zydeco was until I
Really?
came.
And
Yeah.
that's funny, Mr. Eddie, because I thought everybody knew. And I went to Dallas one time
Uh-huh.
and asked them to play some Zydeco, and they looked at me like I had lost my mind. I mean, now they have Zydeco in Dallas, but at the time
In Dallas,
I heard
Texas,
about
really.
Zydeco, they like, what?
Yeah, I didn't know that. And I think I was with, Brian Jackman, is his name?
Uh huh. There's
Yeah.
Brian Jack. Yeah.
I went to, what is it? I forgot the little town I went to when I first went there, and my cousin, she came, she said, you ever been to Zydeco? No, as a matter of fact, I got stage passes for everywhere. I went to concerts here when I was
Uh
working
huh.
with the radio station. And it was unbelievable. I totally enjoyed myself. And when I came there, all I could smell is red beans and rice, gumbo. Wait a minute, Trina. I never know what boudin was. So I got in line. My cousin said, yeah. I said, I want some gumbo. And so she got in line. She says, well, don't have no gumbo. You want some jambalaya? Was it jambalaya?
Jambalaya.
And well, I kind of knew what jambalaya, but she said that boudin is really good. You like that? I said, okay, cousin. Get to the when she gets back, she has in her bowl and there's this big sausage. And I'm like, what is this? She said, you are definitely from the city. You know? And so when I get to we went to our seat and I'm like, cousin, how do you eat this? Then I fell in love with it. I never knew what crawdads were at the time.
So
So
crawfish and crawdad is not a big thing in California.
huh?
It's not a big thing in California.
No, 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 no. And if there are some things like people from Louisiana or southern people now, they have those private little parties, like
Yeah.
you get that like a reunion of everybody that's from Louisiana. And I remember I went to a friend's wedding, they was waving a white handkerchief around. I said, what are they doing?
Yes. Very popular in Houston.
So the award show here in Houston will be, like I said, on the 23rd, and we're looking
Uh-huh.
to let everybody enjoy themselves. This is our third year here. The first year we had so many people that signed up for us, but the first year was killed because of COVID. So we
Oh,
didn't have an award show, not a live award show. But my
right.
two team members, Jazzy and Andrea, such
Yeah.
beautiful ladies who did such a good job. They went out
Mhm,
and found all the Southern soul, all the jazz, all the
mhm.
blues, all the R&B singers, all the country, the gospels,
Mm-hmm.
in the gospel field, and people were signing up, and we had people that later passed. So I forgot his name. Johnny Nash was one of the
Yes.
that he, like I said, we have awarded people during our award show. Some of the great artists have passed away, and
Right.
Johnny Nash was another one that came to that. And we have given awards from Stevie Wonder. I would say Stevie Wonder, to me, he's the top. So, but we have given to Joe Jackson, the Jacksons, and on. And I
So you
can name,
giving him an award?
yeah, they're called honorees.
Well, I say that I asked that question because I'm always saying to myself that he never got an award. Like this man was, no matter what people thought, personally, but he deserved an award. So I never knew that he got any
Who?
accolades.
Papa
Joe
Joe?
Jackson. Joe Jackson.
Joe was, he had an entourage, and he came to Vegas, and we did a great award show with him, Gladys Knight, and
Oh,
her brother and Gladys. They came to the award show, and it was Joe Jackson, and that's one of our big award shows. We had, I forgot what theater that was, but that's the night that we had the award show, and after the award show, after party was held. We had a bus, two buses that you wanted to come to the after party, pick you up in the bus and take you to this other casino, which was just opening. And Rick, I need his help on this one, but I forgot the name of the casino, but it was helping. Then they had, I think the group was, it was not it was the funk group. It's in my head, but I can see it right now. But it
right.
was something unique. And everybody got in the bus and they went to the after party. Confunction. That was who was performing.
That's my bro. That's my bro.
So I can name groups all day, and in my
Yeah.
mind, I'm trying to see some of the feelings and what we had that night. I never will forget that evening. And so we had an after party was at Confunction, and that's when we had the award show on Saturday night. So the
Mm-hmm.
award show is on Sundays, and that's why a lot of times we say, "Oh, you have an after party?" Yes, an after party. If a lot of companies are the want to invest in having one, but see, Sunday is more mellow time for people such as the gospel groups and
Mm-hmm.
to come to these shows and the church people because after the award show they're going to maybe eat something and go
Right.
into this. A lot of them just going straight home because they're coming out of church and coming to our award show. So our show starts about the award show actually starts 6 o'clock. So yeah, red carpet from 3 to 5, 3 to 6 or 5 o'clock. No, I think it's somewhere at 3 o'clock. I don't have the schedule right down. I got my paperwork I'm supposed to
I'll
read.
post it tomorrow because you did send me a few things with the different things on it too.
Okay, great. Because I don't have that now. I just realized I'm looking down on my notes that I have to try to talk to you about, and I can't even see anything.
Are you close to your microphone, Mr. Eddie?
Yeah, I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Because it sounds like it's like a little staticky. I'm trying to figure out how to get you turn
Is that
that top right there. Testing, testing.
where I don't see that? I'm on
No,
full
just stay there and say testing.
testing.
Okay, I can hear you a little bit better now. I couldn't hear you at first. Like I could
Okay.
hear you, but it was staticky. Let me close my door.
Okay.
All right. Okay, there we go.
Is that better?
Yes, it's a little bit better.
So go ahead with your
So
questions.
let me ask you a quick question. You told us about why you started here in Houston. What's to expect this year that will be different from last year?
The theater.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Our first last year was our first. To me, it's the second year, but it was our first year live to
Right.
introduce to the public who we were. It was held at the Ensemble Theater.
Beautiful
Place.
theater.
Yes, but it's small.
Right.
It was purposely picked that way because we like the atmosphere of this ensemble and the history of the ensemble.
Yeah.
And we were glad. And my God, what a night that was. We had
Really.
a room with all of the front part on the where the train comes at. That was our VIP red carpet, and it was so
Oh.
good with all the cameras and the dressing of the Ellery Laws and her family, and all of the old people that lives here in Houston that have been there for years that we gave awards to, and it was really fantastic. And when we came to the award ceremony, coming in, we sold out. but there's only 300 seats in there. And
Yeah.
people were trying to stand up and come in. The tickets, we didn't want to have people standing up, so we had to turn down for them. We sold 300 and 300 with a max of adding maybe 50 or 25 or 50 more seats. So I
Mm,
think at 350 we sold out. And this year we're at the Worthington Theater, and my business partner CJ said, "Eddie, we're going to just keep elevating this." And we finally found a theater because I didn't want to go too far up with, you know, we have 1,100 seat theater, but I didn't want to do 3,000 seats or anything and
right.
have an empty house or anything. And 1,100 seats, because about 200 of the seats are already good for the nominees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's that. And then we try to help them by their families and stuff. We're giving them each 2 tickets. So we're giving half of a little bit of a theater away.
Got
So,
it.
but they deserve that. Their nominees, the honorees, definitely deserve it. And we want them to feel like they're the stars that they really are. And
And
so,
I have to say, I appreciate that. I have our own thoughts about certain things, but I always think that when someone's being honored with an award and being represented, they deserve their attendance to be free. So I appreciate that you guys do think of that.
yeah, we do. We have the red carpet, and this was so cool because we had people that were, they come in and have limos, and they come in from the red carpet from the door and coming up, especially the Worthington Theater, because me and CJ went there to look at this venue,
Mm-hmm.
fell in love with this elevator because you come up this elevator and all of these statues are on the side of it. Now, I don't have any pictures, but if you're listening,
I've seen it.
please go
Mm-hmm.
to our website, HoustonBMA.com. So, and you can see the statues that you go up. And when you get to the top, you got this huge room, which will be our red carpet. And so we have food and drinks for all of the honorees because they have their own little, once they go through some of the cameras, then we have
Mm-hmm.
a waiting room called a green room there. And they have
Mm-hmm.
food and drinks that will be there. And then they be led to the theater downstairs. And when I came down and looked at the theater, I was like, this is it. This is what we're looking to do. So we want to see tickets are doing well, but we need to be even better because I want to go all the way up and fill up that balcony upstairs. Like,
Yes,
you know,
yes, yes.
the downstairs is so beautiful in the theater, but what's going to make our show so much different? It's my stage director. His name is Curtis Vaughn, and
Okay.
this brother is incredible, and his
Okay.
ideas, and he does most of the plays around here, and he works at the ensemble. He works at the
Mm-hmm.
work. And he works at theaters around, and he's always. As a matter of fact, he's doing the Motown event that's coming up this month down at the park. They have
Oh
down.
yeah, I saw that today.
Yeah, so that's my boy Curtis. He directs it. He does all that. So I have
Okay.
an incredible team.
You do have an incredible team.
I got an incredible
Let's
team.
take a real quick pause to say some people are on, and let's just say hi to them. Make sure that we acknowledge that they're there. So
Okay.
let's start with the Louisiana Country Boy. That's one of my co-hosts on my one of my talk shows. Hey,
Okay.
Louisiana Country Boy. He asked, "What is your most memorable moment for the awards?"
Stevie Wonder. That was a dream to me. And that night it was like our first award show, but to honor Stevie, and he didn't make it, but his brother
Oh,
was there because we were in the same thing that we're doing here in Houston. Because I've been trying to reach out to a lot of Estonians that's here, H Town, uh,
mm-hmm.
Dundee, and all of these other incredible people that you have here. And people are like, who are these people? That's what we're going through right now. But I've been
Mm-hmm.
getting a response from Scarface and Yolanda, Kathy Taylor, and I'm not putting them on Front Street or anything. It's just that we're new in Houston and people don't really know who we are. But see,
Yeah,
they will be knowing who we are after the 23rd because,
that
we're
part
yeah, you know,
exactly.
we should have been there. There's a lot of publicity, and the radios are talking about them, and the
Mm-hmm.
newspaper are talking about them, and that's what we had to do in LA and also in Vegas, and we were on all the live stations, and we had our ups and downs, and this is a part of it that our show is up right now because we're really excited, and all of our nominees and honorees are really excited, and to see some of my heroes from Houston out there, like Don Sam. Don Sam been in the radio business for over 50 years, I know. And this
Yeah.
brother, this is the voice. Hey, this is Don Sam, you know. And I used to love sitting in the studio with this brother while he used to be doing his show. You know, he had that 2 o'clock show from 2 to 5, I think.
Yes.
Well, and Don would just pick out these different type of categories that he does music every day. You know, like uh, uh, for instance, yeah, on Friday we had this Who versus Who, Johnny Taylor versus
Ah. I
Johnny
can
Taylor.
play out for verses almost.
Yeah, he started, and she didn't even have that. Now they have it
Not
on
bad. Hmm.
version. But he would do
Yep.
that. You call in, you vote for your favorite one, and he, who was it? Johnny Taylor versus uh, Johnny Taylor versus what was that? The other guy, and I can't think of his name right now. But
And I
I
couldn't
was
know.
telling him, man, I'm from LA, man. Johnny Taylor is not gonna be. Oh my God! And I can
Whoever
see.
that person was, Johnny Taylor. I'm trying to think who else you could be thinking of.
Okay, but it'll come to me. But he
Uh-huh.
would have his votes, and I'll sit there in the studio. I said, man, Johnny Taylor ain't nobody go. When he said, man, you don't know, you're in the South. He said, everybody loved JT. And my God, at the end of when on that, almost before 5 o'clock, he'd give up the total, and then he would always win on some of these. Or he'd have Stevie Wonder versus somebody else, or he'd have Gladys Knight versus somebody else like that. And I used to love it. And then we were Paris Ely, which is the program director of
Uh-huh.
KCO, and here's some of his. He would have a morning talk show, but he used to be uh, um, for others saying he used to be a handler like for people like Michael Jackson
Hmm.
and
Oh.
yeah, Paris has a history that's unbelievable. And I was around these guys who's been in the industry for years, and they knew everything in records. And I didn't know that I was with a famous record company until I saw Ray Charles on the movie. A lot of people didn't miss it, but you know, Ray Charles met his wife at KCOH Radio.
Say that one more time.
Ray Charles, our famous Ray Charles singer, met
Uh-huh.
his wife at KCOH Radio.
Really?
If you ever see that movie again, he's calling in and he wanted to meet Della B.
Uh-huh.
Della was at the station. If you look at the movie in the back, it has KCOH Radio. He was in Houston, and that's how he met his wife.
Hey, again. For the
Yeah,
50th time.
yeah.
I love that movie.
He met Della B on KCOH Radio, and I was sitting in the studio. He said, "Yeah, man, it'll be right here in this big window, which will be on Alameda." And so
Yeah,
I was like, "Wow." And
that's
so then I
crazy.
knew I was in a historical radio station, and then I started learning about other stations. Magic, of course, equal to
Hmm.
in LA it's called 102.3. That's the Stevie Wonder owned station. But then Magic hearing, you know, Funky Larry Jones and Mad Hatter and these people from that station, they really are just so beautiful in their format every day that they have.
Yeah.
So we'll just be honored right now to have some
Gonna
of
be
these.
a, I'm excited. I will tell you something that we have in common. You keep talking about Stevie Wonder. So
Mhm.
one time some years ago, someone invited me to a Stevie Wonder concert because he broke up with his girlfriend. He had anybody to go, so he asked me to go. I was like, in my mind, like, I don't see no Stevie Wonder concert. But I said, okay, well, let me go. I can't, girlfriend gone, let me just be a friend. If
Okay.
I tell you was the best, and I tell you this all the time, the best concert, hands down, I've ever been to. And I
Yes.
walked away saying, this man could teach some of these new people how
Yes.
to put on a show. Because the man, he was on top of the piano. And I'm thinking, maybe the man can really see because he was on top of the piano.
Oh my God! You know what? You got me laughing, Trina, because when I first, well, I was when I first got the service, and I was in the '70s somewhere. I wanted to
Uh-huh.
meet Stevie Wonder so bad, and I'm a musician myself. I teach music, and I play, you know, piano, and I teach singing. So
Okay.
time, the side thing that I do. And then my friends, like my other friends, is playing with Sergio Mendes in Brazil and the Temptations at the time. And
Uh-huh.
so, and Ronald called me and said, man, CB Wonder's going to be here. And every time I go meet him, I keep missing him. He's either out the door or in the door like this. And I remember one night at rehearsal, Greg Fillingang, which is one of the fantastic musicians that played with Michael Jackson and everybody. His name is
Uh-huh.
Greg Fillingang. We actually walk in, and these guys, and all I saw was the name on the piano said Stevie Wonder. And Greg had on dark sunglasses. He had a bald head and a little bit. I think he had a cap on like mine. And I was like, man, that's Stevie Wonder. That's Stevie Wonder. And so after that, he came off the piano. He said, well, every time we try to play somewhere, you guys find us. And he put his hand on my shoulder, and I'm like, dude, I'm sitting there with Stevie Wonder. He said, can you go get us some beer? And I turned around and said, Stevie Wonder can sing.
I'm telling you, I feel like he can
Yeah,
sing.
yeah, because when I
I
finally
feel
met
like he can
Stevie,
sing.
I finally met Stevie. He was so kind to me and so beautiful. As a matter of fact, I was in the hospital, and he had called me, and then I was trying to apply for a job with him as a roadie. And
Mm,
that's set this piano and all of that. And I worked with him for about only 6 months because he started
hmm.
doing City Life for Plants.
Right.
But he called me like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was about 2:30, and I was staying at my mom's. I was going to college, and my mother said, "Will you come down here and answer this phone? There's some guy named Steven on the phone." I was like, Steven, and I went downstairs, and I was like, I didn't have my phone hooked up upstairs, and I said, "Who? Hello? Hey, Eddie, how you doing? I heard you want to work with me." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Who is this?" He said, "It's Steven." Steven. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Can you come down to the studio tomorrow night, 3 in the morning? No, 2 o'clock." I said,
Mm.
"Wait a minute. Is this Stevie?" He said, "Yeah, it's Stevie Wonder." And in my head, I could see his head rocking. I said, "Oh my God, I'll be there." I said, "Mom, that was Stevie Wonder." Call me
Did your
around.
mama believe you?
Kind of. She was like, Mom, so bless her heart to have it. But she was like, well, you need to tell him to have a correct time to call the house.
Mamas will be mamas. Tell him, I don't care who he is, he needs to call before 10.
So I was really honored to the question to you, one of your friends on the air. That was
Wow.
the most tragic and most remarkable
With
thing
Stevie
that ever
Wonder.
happened. But then as the war show grew, we have met so many entertainers and give so many different awards to and honorees. There's a difference in our honorees and the nominees. Now the
Mm-hmm.
nominees are the ones that are working in business in the industry right now today.
Mm-hmm.
Never had that affair of the red carpet and cameras, the paparazzi's blinking on them and being in competition with their co-workers to them. So
Their
you
peers.
got best R&B male singers. You might have four of them coming up to get an award. Then have that magic envelope opened up and say, "You're the winner." We went to have that excitement, and it really
Definitely.
to see the eyes of everybody that's a part of that. It's just incredible feeling. And then the honorees that we're naming the people to come up and center stage and get all of these different awards from.
I'm really excited about the caliber of what you're bringing. Let me say, Laura Sims said she
Mhm.
won Best Blues Artist last year. I remember that.
How you doing, Laura?
And she wanted to let me know that there is no crawfish in California. And
Well,
Mr. Keon Dixon of Keon and the Zydeco Masters, one of my favorite bands, Zydeco bands. He says,
okay.
"Hey." They say, "Hey." And Miss Sharika, she's saying, "Hey," and she's sending love and hearts.
That's Sarika, the red carpet.
Yes,
I
that's her.
haven't met her yet, but she knows Christine CJ, president of the BMA.
Okay.
And I need to say a little things about Christine. This is an incredible sister. She's the president of the BMA of Houston, and
Okay.
she went to Vegas for one of our other projects. Now we have other projects such as Black Expo in which you guys are having this weekend here in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
We had it in Sacramento. Matter of fact,
Oh.
the brother that's having it, Jerome, he came to Sacramento, and when we had it was such a huge event that he flew down, and my boss, which was named was Dr. William Lee, he on the newspaper called the Sacramento Observer. He said, "Eddie, I got this guy right here, come from Houston. He's thinking about putting a Black music Black expo in Houston." And he said, "I want you to take him around with you the whole weekend." And we had this brother early in the morning and took him around how we build the expos and how we got the department,
Mm-hmm.
locations such as the food department and the food section and the education and all of that. And when I moved here, the most incredible thing happened. I went to the Black Expo here in Houston, Texas.
Uh-huh.
When I came to this door, it was just like I had to be in a time machine because everything was exactly like ours in Sacramento.
In Sacramento. Oh.
Jerome had actually learned Black Expo from me and Rick Warren. And he took that idea. This young boy went to idea and came back with all his corporate sponsors, all of his sponsors. Then he had the education, the career fair, the food court, the
Wow.
auto wheel, all different departments. And then for the Houston, for a lot of the local people, they had the wear. They have their expo, which people sell hats and coats and
Vendor area.
the marketplace.
Yeah.
And then, but he was so cool because after his award show, everybody went to across the street Saturday night to a huge concert, and he at Discovery Park. And so I haven't seen him, Jerome. The last time I saw him up there, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But I will see him this weekend, and I'm gonna go to him after our Houston meeting. But yeah, it's.
I didn't know you were here in Houston.
Yeah, well, a lot of people doesn't know. I mean,
oh. Y'all, he's not here in Houston. But let me get some more comments. Oh, someone asked, what is the parking lot like at the event this weekend?
Well, we have so far. I think it's valet parking. So that I haven't gotten the answer for that because most of the people will pull up in the front where we have valet parking, and they have an area for you where they'll be parking your cars. And that's what I understand because you can be parking around the parking. I think it's one across the street. If I not remember, because there's like you got Guitar Hard Rock Cafe.
It's okay. Okay.
And there's other, but we for a lot of our nominees and people like that, it's valet parking. So that's a good question, and I have to either one day because you're online with other people, but if they can tap into to the website, which is on, like I said, HoustonBMA.com. We'll have that answer for you, and where it'll be parked on there where you can park at. And,
awesome, amazing.
And it should be announced on some of our upcoming. We're starting out our marketing program soon, I think next week, and it'll be on the air that you can call in and answer. So you can just call on the line, and we'll find out. So.
Okay, well, I'll put the website up in a few minutes and let it scroll. Okay. Keon says, can't wait to attend this event. Laura Sim says, the music was phenomenal last year with director Horace Alexander. CC Williams says she can't wait to attend. And Laura says one of her son is one of the nominees.
What's his name?
Kashola? You have to tell me, Laura, what name. Then Red Preston is another nominee.
What category? That's all I need to know.
She doesn't. She's not saying it. Oh, wait. Excuse my manners. Help Trina. Hello, Trina. Oh, she's so silly. This event will be one for the books.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm excited. Hello, Keon. CJ Johnson. Hello, Laura Sims. So happy to be nominated.
Is that the president, CJ Johnson? You just saw her name?
Someone was tagging CJ. Sharika was tagging CJ. Okay. And then Laura, and then Keon said he's happy to be nominated this year.
All right, congratulations.
So I'm going to put on the screen here wait a minute. I'm going to put, it's BMA.com. Was it BMA Award? I mean, tell me what.
No, it's www. HoustonBMA.com.
HoustonBMA.com.
That's it.
Scroll across, add banner. Okay, guys, that's it. And he's going to keep watching the website for the information you asked about parking. He doesn't have all the details today, but he's going to be adding that, checking on that, getting someone to add that in there, correct?
Yes, it will be.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to have some I know we should have some performers, correct? Who are some of the performers for
listeners, matter of fact, the final list is coming up. This after I get off the air with you.
Okay.
We had so many people wanting to perform, and we're trying to minimize who
Yeah.
actually performing and get it to a time limit because we want to have to start on time and end on time.
Yeah, no
And
time.
remember, we're in a beautiful theater, but then also they have their rules in that theater, and
Mm-hmm.
so we have to make sure that fits. Then I have a film crew that's coming in. It will be filmed, and not we're not going to do it televised yet, but we're going to
Mm-hmm.
have it all filmed and ready to be marketed. So,
Oh, cool.
so that way we're trying to get that down, and then that'll be announced on the website who's performing also.
Gotcha.
So I can't
Okay.
give up that, and everybody can say, "Oh, I'm performing," and then their name is not on the list. So
Right, right, right. I get that. I
that's
get that.
right now.
Okay.
To next week, which will be our marketing to also talk about who's going to be on our performing and who's doing something. But I can say at this moment we're waiting for somebody very. We're negotiating right now, and I shouldn't say it, so I'm not going to say who's going to be a special. I can't
We
say.
almost got it out you. We almost got it out you.
I think you when you're by yourself because I don't want to say something that doesn't have any substance.
Right. I get
I don't
that.
like
I get
doing
that.
that, and I don't give up too much information that is not
Hmm.
said to people in public
I
because we
understand
don't
that.
have, we want to safely keep our names really, really sacred because there's like your business or anything, there's always haters and people that want to discredit you and make sure that you know they don't want you to succeed and this is a sham. And BMA is not a sham. So first of all, we do honor everything that we have done, and it's done with class. This is not a way saggy jeans and and everything. This is gowns
Mhm.
and a black tie affair. So if
Yeah.
you expect me to come to the war show, I can't tell you how to dress, but I suggest that you be in a beautiful way you dress yourself. If you will go, just imagine yourself going to the Grammys. Just put it that way. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so this is not where you go to the Grammys and looking like you came off the street, like that. So it's not
It's a
that type.
nice, elegant event. So
Yes,
we're
it
gonna
is.
make it a night of elegance is what we're gonna
And
do.
that's what we actually strive on, our elegance in
Mhm.
our worship. And we
Yeah.
treat everyone with that type of attitude, So and on Sunday, people are mostly all dressed up from church. And there's a lot of respect that we give to a lot of our um, guests that are buying tickets right now. And if you want tickets in a good price, this is a great time because we're selling fast. I was looking at the ticket count not too long ago. And if you want to be closer to the stage or closer to the nominees,
Mhm.
get your tickets now. And all the ticket prices are on the website. I can't tell
Okay.
you, but they're at a reasonable price, and they go all the way up to you go up to the balcony upstairs. But the balcony, that theater one
Y'all,
thing.
we trying to fill the balcony. We trying to fill the balcony. So come
Yeah,
on here.
but see, the only thing about this, the Colored Theater, everybody can see it's going to be a fantastic stage. So, I've been to some performance, at the Houston Blues Festival, all of that, and people
Hmm.
want to be on the floor, but the show will be so jamming and everything, everybody's standing up all the time. And
That
I have to tell my brother down, sit down, don't ever give me no seats on the floor. You know,
I've never want
I
these on the floor
want
ever.
to rouse a little bit, and that's in Cat William there. I'll be right on the side where you can see because when people stand on that floor, you be like, man, I'm
Can't
tired.
see anything.
And all you
You might
do
well sit
is
down.
sing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
So
um,
the name of Laura's son is Cashola, and he's in the
mm,
rap category.
ah,
PC Williams says my artist Naira is also a nominee as well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
excited.
I've been on her since
Yeah,
she's a little girl.
neo soul R&B.
Yeah. She's a
So
pretty
yeah.
good singer. I at one time when she's about 13 years old, so I lived in Los Angeles and she came to I used to have a thing called Summer Jam. I did for 25 years. And Summer
Oh,
Jam was a Labor Day weekend in Los Angeles where some of the best musicians took their time out and come to my Summer Jam where we barbecue and cook food. Everything was free. We had red carpet going down the driveway and the band was all set up. Me and my cousin. And I'm talking about from people like Temps and Smokey Robinson and people from oh my God, I can think of so many. So Brother Man from the fifth floor. His
I
son,
met him recently.
yeah,
Funny.
Reggie Ballard. Yeah, that's his real name, Reggie Ballard.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, and it was incredible. And this little girl came, and I met her through her auntie or her cousin, and they said, Eddie, you should listen to her. She's really good. Girl came into the war show, turned it out. I said, you are going to be a great singer. And now to know her, now that she went to school, and her and an auntie that brought her to the war show, it was really, really important. It's really good to see young entertainers like herself to graduate up in music and keep it seriously. And I
Hmm.
have another one. Her name is Asia Moultrie. I taught her how to sing when she was 13 years old. She's now 20.
Hmm.
Asia, what, going on 30? Jesus. I must be getting
Wow.
so, but she has performed on stages in LA, and she's still in her craft. She's doing her second album right now. But she had a little break because she had a little baby now, which is
Oh,
my little godchild.
okay.
So I'm like her godfather, and so I'm a god. I guess I'm a god granddaddy. You know, watch.
God, I love that.
So, and to watch them and to see, I only see it on Facebook or the little posters that you're doing to watch these little kids have their own children grow up, but still
It is.
music
Yeah.
as a business. So that's so
That's
important.
awesome.
And I'm really happy that people are tuning in and
Hmm.
listening. And we hope that you do attend this on the 23rd of June to make it a point to attend our award show. And
I
so we,
definitely am going to need to get my ticket. Yes. I'm excited because it's an award show. The type of award show when I look, that's why it was so important. Why I kept bugging you. I was like, this is the award show that I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking for. And so I said, I gotta get in touch with him. So I went all the way around. They didn't want me to get to you. So I said, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read my research and I'm gonna find out who this man is. And we gonna and then you always be, but you know what? You always responded. And I have
thank
to say
you.
I appreciate that because everyone doesn't, because everybody's
No,
busy.
yes.
But
Oh,
you
yes.
always responded until we could figure out a way that we could catch up together. So I do thank you so much. And as I tell everybody, I don't take it for granted when people take the time to support me by coming on my show so that I can put you on my platform so other people I can share your event or whatever you have going on with other people.
And you have a nice show. I like you. You have a personality that fits this show. So, and I like the way you have talked to me when I first. And I said I must make sure that I respond back to you. And
Yes.
and I believe in, even though this is how you go from YouTube and Facebook and
Hmm.
Instagram and all. That's mostly all of our platforms that we look at things on.
It is. Mm-hmm.
So, even if you put you on a national TV, you either be national or you on these
These
formats. So,
platforms.
and then just to respond to you, it's like I at least have to have that courtesy to respond back to people like yourself because myself trying to reach out to other people here in Houston to be turned down and promise and I'll call you back and I know this person and I'm gonna get back with you or I'm working and everything. It's one of the
Hmm.
things I get to do is, hey, look, I'm
Yeah.
busy. I support you guys because it's like one hand washes the other. So, and
That's
I
it.
think we need to get a little closer and tighter. But that's what the BMA is all about. We try to be closer and tighter, especially with some of these artists and musicians here in Houston. And it's only going to grow from here.
Yeah.
So we're
And we
looking
have
to.
some amazing musicians. I don't know what you probably don't know. So what I do, Chat with Trina is just my chat show, but I also have what I call So You Want to Dance. And so my passion is going out looking at bands. I love live music. So I go out and I just tend to promote bands and I go out and see them like, oh my God, everybody's got to know about this band. So I like tell everybody or I post it like, and it's, I do cruises. So I do, matter of fact, I have one going out in November. And I'm taking, the Hard to Find Band, the Clockwork Band, Lil Daryl the Comedian. So I do that. I love working with bands and live music, and
Where's the
just
cruise going to?
it's only going to Cozumel. I do that so it can be a weekend, so people can be able to take off work because you have to take off too many days, and it's cost effective for them to be able to attend. But it's the point we got the legendary DJ Chili Bill Smith is going to be hosting our '70s party. Like it's going to
Oh,
be a party. So
put me
very
on the
excited,
list. I like
huh?
to tell you, put me on the list. So
Yeah,
I see what
it's
you mentioned. That sounds nice.
gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a very good time. I've had them, but this grown and sexy one is purposely made for the grown and sexy old school R&B. You know what I mean? We
Okay.
don't have a lot of, I call it the authentic R&B. We don't have that anymore. And so that's what my goal is, to have this cruise with, with that.
Yeah.
So yes, but I want to thank you again. If you have, do you have any last words that you want to mention to the audience about the BMAs? We already know it's gonna be fabulous.
And I like your attitude of saying that. And I want to thank you for being and hosting and me being on your show. And I hope that everyone that's listening, that you do attend and buy tickets on our Houston. And it's www.houstonbma.com. And it's so easy. Just go to where it says buy tickets and you can look at where you want to see that. And then also it has a history of who we are and what we do and what we're about and how we want to help other organizations that's here in the music industry. I have a fine crew such as Kyle Turner performing and one of the opening acts, and who else I have? A couple other people, and you'll see all our performance on that. And the voting is
Okay.
over. So, and this is not one of the things that we just give awards to who we want to think is going to win. You have
Thank you.
to vote. We had a voting opportunity started, I think, in February. Our voting started. So, yeah, February all the way up to May the 1st, those people that get when they tell up in their name that those people are the ones that won because that's who all voted for them and their favorite artists. So, if we had a low voting, but the best goes to the best blues, jazz, and
Mhm,
other singers that's a part of that, or musicians or
mhm.
categories that you voted in. I hope that it was a great time being on here, and I really appreciate that. And Trina, you're
Well, now
big.
we're friends for life. You're not gonna be able to get rid of me now. So, but just thank you, and I'm so honored that you came on. And again, I just thank you for, because just as you mentioned, sometimes it's hard to get people to just answer back.
Oh,
Um, and because I was so excited about what I saw of what I saw it last year, and I didn't get to go, but I was just like, "What is this thing?" And this year, I was
that's
like,
what's
"Time
going on
to
in Houston right
put it
now. They
together."
don't know what it is.
Huh?
What's going on? What is this? What is this name?
Yeah.
BM?
And
My
I even
favorite.
asked a few people, some of your nominees actually, how do I get in touch with this person? But I am resilient and I'm gonna find a way to get to what I want to find. I don't even know how. So, but anyway, thank you again. I can't wait. I'm gonna go and get my tickets. I'm definitely gonna be there. And if you need anything from me, you let me know. Just give me a call. If you need me to post something, send it in my inbox like you've been doing, and I will post it for you. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Thank you and good luck. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Trina.
All righty. Good night.
All right. Good night to you.
Bye.
Bye bye.